Yeah, no, she fucks, dude. Like, she fucks. That's
Matthew has a great impression of her clit.
I do. It's a bit that I'm doing right now where I'm about to stop it pretty soon. But fucking, so it doesn't matter.
I love it.
Yeah. But like the first
it.
time we got her, like we got her from I got her from the pound, and like they told her like, hey, we think she's been on the streets for a year, and then she was here for a year. She's been through a lot. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to make sure she feels safe and comfortable. I don't know what she went through. Like, it's kind of obvious she went through birth and stuff like that. So when I brought her in the house, like, I just kind of like sat down and just let her sniff out and like kind of, hey, like you feel the room. You do it safe.
Figure this out. You know?
Yeah. And then she kind of came over to me, but she was like real timid and kind of like curled up. Right. And then she like started to sniff my hand. And I pet her a little bit. And then she'd come a little closer, and then she'd get excited, and I'd be like, "Oh, who's a good girl? Who's that?" And then she'd get more excited.
So cute, man.
Like she'd be like, "Oh, who's a good girl?" And then she jumped up and put her paws in the back of my head and started fucking, dude. Like so, like her
like,
no,
whoa.
like so she. It happened so quickly. Like it was so fast and so precise.
She was dominating you. She's
Dude,
like, "Oh, he's a little bitch."
Yeah, she's like, this is my
Deborah,
home. And this
stop
is my
trying
bitch.
to rape your father.
She's like, this is my bitch, and like, yeah, no, I got like up close to it, and her clink kind of like fucking like the little head from the Alien movie, just kind of popping out. That's what I got, like,
dude.
Full.
That's gnarly.
And I was a little high too, so it flew at my face. You know what I mean? Like it was like a shooting star, but of her Clint.
It was on like
shooting
hormone
Clint.
therapy.
Yeah, and then I had to hump her back to assert my dominance.
You have to hump her.
You have to hump her. That's the
people,
rules of nature. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to put them back in their place. You know?
It's the rules of the LaCour
I put my hands on the back of her head, and I was like, "Fuck."
I mean, it's like when you have a job and like you have kind of a beta coworker, and sometimes they get that moment, you know, and like you see them try and take it, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I gotta put this guy back in his place." Like I just made him too comfortable. Now they're starting to think I'm a bitch. You know? Like, you're getting humped, and turn them back around.
I worked with kids. I get it.
Little switcheroo.
Yeah,
He would hump the kids. And, you know,
I never said that.
They understood.
I never said that. I played a mean game of dodgeball.
It was platonic.
I played a mean game of dodgeball. They're like, headshots don't count. Like, you duck, bitch. That's on you.
Dude, you know the dodgeball scene in Billy Madison? I was
love it.
So I was reading that like he was fully throwing the balls. Like, that wasn't fake. Like,
no way.
Like, they had to like sign off on it, and some of the kids were like crying. And, like, so like the reason why that scene's so good
and
is
this is
like,
why movies
he's
used to be
assaulting
good.
These kids, and it's like he is throwing those balls full force at these children.
This is why movies used to be good, dog.
Because I remember watching that when I first did it. I'm like, damn, this looks so real.
Here's the thing. Do you really want to see this Epstein list? Do you like really want to see who's on it?
I mean, I just, again, it goes back to like, I just don't care.
I don't want to not be able to watch anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like a bit, like, I know Tom Hanks is going to be on there, and I'm not like, I don't give a fuck about Forrest Gump.
So funny.
I don't give a fuck about Forrest Gump. I don't give a fuck about, what's his other one? What's his other really big one? Castaway.
Castaway.
Dude, yeah. No. Catch Me If You Can.
Sleepless in Seattle.
No.
I thought you were going to say Toy Story.
I do love, dude.
I forget that he's fucking Woody.
That's right.
Oh my
dude,
God.
I don't get to watch Toy Story anymore.
Well, that's funny you say Tom Hanks because my girlfriend loves Tom Hanks.
Do you?
I will be like, why are you watching this movie? I can't watch it. He's a pedophile. You know, like just joking kind of.
Oh,
but
yeah.
she'll
So
be like,
funny.
But like,
so upset about it.
Do you think he?
He fucked a couple of kids. Who cares,
dude?
Everybody fucking loves Tom Hanks.
Everybody, yeah. I just don't want to. I don't want to imagine him fucking those kids like he probably fucked the volleyball.
Who says
Wilson? Wilson.
The only bad
Did you
part
ever see
about
that
that
was a Family Guy bit. I'm not original.
that would be gay, you know. So then he went to hell.
He was on that island for a while. He fucked it like for real. He fucked that. It would have been funny if they did show like if there's like a side clip of him behind a tree, just like.
I mean,
how authentic would that movie have fucking been?
He puts a little like straw wig on.
Well, they had to like film it in like a year because they had to film some, and then they like let him.
And he lost the weight
like
for it.
he
Yeah,
was on an island,
he lost the weight for it, didn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
They filmed it like 8 months apart because they were like, now we got to get Island Castaway Tom Cruise.
And he did a great job. There are certain actors like James Franco. I've heard is a piece of shit. I don't know if you've seen 127 Hours. That motherfucker. He killed being stuck in a rock.
The whole movie is him just stuck like that. And somehow it's still entertaining.
It is. I don't know how he does it. This motherfucker's just stuck in a rock. Here's the thing. The
He's
first
just
time
like, help. That's
the first time I watched it, I passed out. The first time I watched it, I passed out.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
I mean, dude, that's those types of movies, like, they're just so hard for me to put on because I already know the story.
And also
so
they're
like,
rocks.
Well, yeah, and it's
hard.
also like, at the end of the day, James Franco, you weren't there. Like, you don't know. He's an actor, so he's like doing his best to pretend like a guy who got his arm stuck in a rock and cut it off.
Here's the thing. What if he like they didn't? What if? All right, I would not be surprised if James Franco was like, here's the thing. Don't make it like a really really heavy rock, but make it heavy enough to where like that bitch hurts.
Well, I'm just glad it wasn't Shia LaBeouf because he's a method actor because then he would only have one arm.
Dude,
I killed that.
But you know what?
Is that tattoo real? Did you
I'd
really
still
get that
suck
shit
his
from the tax
dick.
collector?
Probably.
Oh my God.
Fucking love.
But here's the thing.
Oh, it's so hard to hear that because I grew up on Even Stevens, so I just think of him as like this fun little small child on my favorite show.
Just watched Holes yesterday.
Fire.
Never
Totally
seen
forgot
that.
about
Really?
Holes. The part when the black guy's on the boat and they just go out there and shoot him.
Oh yeah,
Do you
that's
not?
where
You
the whole,
completely forgot that.
That's where
that
the
is a
whole
Disney
thing
movie, and like
happens.
they
Because he was sleeping with a white woman.
the
right?
captain comes up to her drunk. The woman that kissed the black guy, because that's why he's gonna get
Yeah.
And fucking she runs to they're burning down the school. She runs to it's such maniacal shit.
Dude, I completely forgot about that flashback.
Oh my God, I was
Fucking
high as fuck
heavy.
sitting in that beanbag chair like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Oh my God.
What?
She runs up to the captain. She's like, they're burning down the school. And he like just turns around drunk as fuck, just like, doesn't matter. Get over here, girl. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Disney.
there's rape?
He like grabs her
but
and he's like, give me a kiss. She's like, no. And he's like, you kissed the colored. It's like,
dude, I completely forgot about that scene in that movie.
And then she
I gotta watch
runs.
this movie now.
She runs to the lake, and you just see it's the guy from Psych. I don't know if you ever watched that. I love Psych.
I love Psych.
He's just rowing, just looking happy. And then you see her yelling. I can't remember his name. I think it was Sam or something.
Samuel,
like Sam, Samuel. Yeah. And then you see the other boat row up, and it stops, and you
just see a body.
And you hear him. And then it just goes back, and it's like, hey, what you reading? No. We're not just actually going to skip all that wild shit that just happened.
Holes,
I paused the movie. I'm sitting in this room. Like, dude, I had Lola will sit like and I'll put her in the middle, and I just like I was holding my head, and I swear to God she was looking up at me like, what's up, dog?
Because they can sense like when you're going through it, and she's like, what's wrong? And you're like, did you not just fucking see it?
I've never seen this movie, but now that I know that there's rape and murder, I am down.
Rape,
Nobody
murder,
thinks
holes.
The Lion King is weird. Nobody thinks it's weird that
It's
The
not
Lion
weird.
King is
It's an animated movie.
a animated movie for children where Simba's gay uncle kills his dad. And then he's like, by the way, it was your fault. Bye.
Like her little
I did like her. I don't know if there's a camera on her, but I did like her.
There is, but
in
she
her
won't.
brain. In your brain, did you go? He is gay.
He's the only lion with eyeliner, and his hair matches.
Yeah. That's fair.
He has
That's
dyed
what-
black
He's
hair.
like, stay in the-
"Ooh,
yeah,
you
when
think
you
you're
stay
in
in the
charge,
closet."
do you?
He's always playing with his nails.
He was fucking those hyenas.
Yeah,
He was fucking those hyenas.
There's little
Do you
twins.
think
No,
Scar
the
was fucking
hyenas
hyenas?
were fucking him. He's clearly a bottom.
That's
He's
a
wearing
power
green
bottom.
Are you telling me
That's
all
Acuvue.
a
those
power
hyenas
bottom.
were just
Out
three
here
power
killing
bottoms?
Mufasa, you're a power bottom
Col-
if nothing else.
Colored contacts.
Dude.
Yeah, it's like that means like he was like Pontius Pilate, and Mufasa was Jesus.
Pontius Pilate?
Yeah.
No, because Pontius Pilate was innocent. It's the dirty Jews that killed Jesus. So he's more like a dirty Jew.
Here, will you do me a favor?
I'm Jewish.
Oh, will you hand this to her and have her read?
Okay. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
No, read it out loud.
Here's my impression of a sassy gay Jesus. Pontius Pilate's such a dick. I like it. Or were you expecting like a better one?
No, they're supposed to
Get
be
gayer.
bad. I think that they're funny when they're bad.
Seriously, Pontius Pilate is such a jack.
There's no
Like a
hand.
little
The gays move with their hands.
cold-
There needs to be hands.
I didn't meet a gay person until I was 23.
Really?
Yeah, I grew up in Victoria, Texas.
Is it
Or like an
super
openly
small?
gay person. It's very
Okay.
dangerous. Yeah, we burned down a mosque.
Did you know about trans people growing up?
Yeah, because of Maury. That's a man, Maury.
All right. No. Oh, those episodes of
Yeah.
If They Are?
Yeah.
Dude, those episodes of If They Are? And when you guessed wrong, dog? Oh, dude.
No, but
Yeah,
nobody
some
cared
of them
about
look
the
good.
people. Nobody cared about the trans people.
Okay.
No.
It'd
It'd
no,
be like
some of
Erica
them-
Andrews being like, Maury, I'm from
You remember when they made it like a
San
game show, though?
No,
You
that's
remember
what I
when
was
they made it
gonna
like a
say.
game
Because I was
show?
gonna say I don't know if this is like a Mandela effect, but I distinctly remember being a little kid and they had this show where it was like
Which
all
one's
these
the man?
chicks and
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
would line
which
them
one's
up.
the man?
Yeah.
And it was fucked up because it was like 6 people.
never get 100%.
And there was 5 people that looked like straight up like trans
Hey,
women.
Yes.
And then there was this one that just looked like a lady. And it was like, they're like, guess. And they all got it wrong. And then they pulled the one out who was like,
Asian.
she was.
That's
that
right,
was
a
yeah,
little
yeah,
China
yeah,
woman.
yeah, 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 I didn't-
remember
yeah.
being
I
like
knew
a
you'd say
little
that's-
kid, and I was like, that's the one that looks the most
Yep.
like a girl.
I
And
will
they're like,
pull it
you know
up
what
for
I mean?
you
Like,
right
it was like,
now.
Dude,
was a
I was in
moment to
Thailand
me.
for a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I totally get when guys are like, no, I like no risk of pregnancy. Like, they totally talk it through in their brain. It's and like
You mean the lady
objectively, like
boys?
on a philosophical standpoint, I'm like, I gotta agree. Like, I can't be an absurdist and be like, that's wrong. Like, nah, dude, I get it. You're finding the right groove for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see the appeal of a lady
I mean,
boy. It's
whatever
not for
makes
me,
you
but I
happy,
get it.
You know?
Oh, by the way, I'm
Yeah.
not making up the China woman thing. It was a little like
No,
China
dude.
trans.
In Thailand, I would say like per capita, they have. You could bring them home to your parents, and they're not gonna know.
Unless they talk.
They
No. You think their voice? No, their voice is good.
I've seen
They
all
got the
of them.
voice
They
down.
all
No.
kind of have this
seen
voice,
all of
and they
them.
talk lady boy, and I guess I'm dating the English guy. I bring him to eat the rice.
Oh,
But he
spot
grew
on.
up in Philly, so he told me, because like I got sick and my voice got really deep, and I was like, damn it, I sound like horrible. And my friend Austin was like, no, you just sound like a woman with like a raspy voice.
Yeah.
And then he goes, yeah, like in Philly, my first crush was like, do the impression of your first crush.
Of my first crush.
Or you said that you
Oh,
had a
I
crush
just
on
had
a
my
girl who
voice
had a
now.
very deep voice.
Yeah, no, East Coast. I do.
No, but do the impression of her. Do the impression of her.
I don't remember the impression.
You
I
did
did
it
for you.
there.
I'm on the spot.
Were you
I don't
doing it
want
for
to.
me?
Yes, it was
Oh.
special for you.
It was special for
Don't
you.
put me
It's
on
very
the spot.
private.
See, this is why he needs
We'll
more
edit it
straight
all
man
out.
friends.
We'll edit it all out.
my first.
Timestamp it.
Honestly, it's been so long. My first crush. First crush or first girlfriend?
No, you told me that because I was
First girl
self-conscious
with the
about my
raspy
voice,
voice.
and you
Oh
said,
yeah, no, she did kind of have like a. We were no. Okay, that's right. Yeah, because I was pretty high, and I was like, all right, that's fair. So yeah. It was her name was like Cindy, some shit like that. Like I think I wanted to name my cat after her. Yeah, but like we were in.
You wanted to name your cat after?
Yeah, I am
met a
not.
girl
I am
named
a
Cindy today.
dog shit hoe dog. I don't have hoe dick. I don't have it in me. I don't have that dog in me. I tried. I just don't. Fucking like since day one. But no, we were in, I want to say like elementary school or whatever. And she already kind of had a like smokes a pack every day, got a voice, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how
Hey,
you doing?
yeah,
You
like
know, she's
like
a
I
7-year-old
it's
softball
imagine what
player.
like it's what I imagine like Mitzi would have found, like just like an old woman that owns a bar kind
like
of
a little
vibe.
Jewish
But
sounding.
she was a young
rasp,
black
you
girl.
know?
No, she was white.
Oh, she was a white girl.
Yeah. She was a little white girl, and then who's my first girlfriend? Oh, my first girlfriend.
Women with deep voices do make me feel better about myself. Because I don't fake I just talk in my voice.
Yeah.
I'm never like, oh my god, I'm Juanita. Like
Yeah.
I like just talk how I talk. But like yeah, like
Have you ever
women-
tried doing it? Do you ever like put on a voice?
Oh yeah,
To get-
customer
to get,
service.
like, a-
Yeah,
to
like
get,
because
like, a
people make
drink?
fun of me at work. I'm like, hey y'all, is everything good so far? And
Y'all
then
is what
my
makes it funny
coworkers
to
are always
me.
like, hey y'all, and they don't even speak English. It's these like indigenous Guatemalans that are just like, hey, pinche
That's
Juana.
Yeah. I mean, well, in this service industry though, it's hard because It's like that Chappelle bit where he's like, you ever talk to somebody who's so fake that they make you fake? And they're like, hey, how you doing? And you're like, fine, how are you? And you're like, what the fuck? I don't talk like that, you know? It's just like a thing, you know? Especially in service industry. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, of course. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and you're just like,
You do it for the tips.
fuck, I've never said that in my life.
Yeah, you do it for the tips, though. I think if you don't do it, you're silly.
Well, and it's not even just for the tips. I feel like it's also just like your job is to take care of them, so you want to make them feel like comfortable.
Whenever I was a server for a short bit, I just kind of did characters.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's actually
And then you have to
awesome.
like kind of balance because I would go in a little high. So like I remember one time I did like a British accent because I knew I was gonna leave that job pretty soon.
Oh, for
You're
your
like, "Hello."
tables?
Huh?
For your tables?
Yeah, it wasn't very
That's
good.
so fun. Do it.
Dude, I feel like that'd be a good like skit if you just had a restaurant
I don't have
server.
a very good British
Every
accent.
table you went to was you did a different accent, you know?
Yeah.
You had to like make it quiet enough where they couldn't hear, but it's like, how long can I go?
I couldn't
Yeah.
do.
Like, go out
I
into your first table, like konnichiwa, you know? Like, or maybe you whisper like konnichiwa.
That large
tell
brown
them,
woman doing a racist Asian accent is our server.
they
Like,
find
we're
it
turn
we're
cool.
still
around,
waiting
like-
on our
This
aqua
is suburbs, Illinois. They would have found it cool.
Well, I mean, depending on who they seat you with, like you can turn around like hello. You know, like, you gotta do this too, like hello.
I would.
you know?
Here's the thing. I would argue actually, you make it loud, so everybody knows. So it's like if you're doing a bad job, you just go like whoa,
Yeah.
fucking
You get nervous, you're like, "What's up, y'all?" You know?
yeah. How y'all doing? What you want?
Hey, how you doing, shawty? You know.
Start with a really good
I-
Japanese sentence.
Can I?
and then
Can
not
I? Boy,
listen.
we ain't got time for all that stuff.
special today.
That's
pizza.
good, Bobby Lee dad.
I'm Bobby Dad.
I'm
They thought I was Korean. I am not.
His impression does sound Mongolian. I do want to do this new bit. I do want to do this new bit where I like Attila the Hun is such an interesting person to me.
Dude. I love history.
But it
Lots
is
of
an
children.
interesting fact that we're like a couple generations away from a hipster Mongolian. And when I see the first Mongolian with a dangly earring, I'm gonna be like, no way he saw this coming, dog.
what's a hipster Mongolian sound like?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what a Mongolian
You-
sound
you
like.
know
I'm going
that-
purely appearance. I don't know what what do
I
Mongolians straight
think
up
of
sound
like the
I don't think there are there Mongolians.
think
Is there a
it's-
Mongolia?
So it's like
Yes.
full circle. It's like back to like the click joke. I feel like
Uh-huh.
they're like the cliques of the Asian. You know,
Oh.
I feel like
It's
the
a
Mongolian is
smaller,
very
but yeah,
just
no,
like,
they actually have a fighter. in the
goddamn
local division.
Mongolian.
Killer.
Yeah.
Um,
Jab right on my sheet.
Shitty wow.
Oh God, I'm Mongolian. You know?
Yeah, do they talk in that fucking episode?
Well, I don't think the
That's the
Mongolians
greatest
talk.
episode.
Dude. It's
Is that not the number one? I think that might
when I
be
was
my
a
number
kid,
one.
I was like, this shit is
Oh,
so
no.
funny.
Goddamn Mongolians! Goddamn Mongolians!
My favorite thing on South Park. Shitty wow. That's not my number.
Have you guys
one.
seen the video of I think it's Trey like doing the Asian voice?
Yes.
It makes it because like when you see the little stick character doing
Yeah.
it, it's like funny, but when
Yeah.
you see that it's actually
Like
him,
a white guy?
Like,
oh, hello, you know, it's just
And then he's
like-
explaining the differences between Chinese and Japanese. They actually lost the difference there between Chinese and Japanese. Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. It's so funny.
That's so funny.
I'm a sucker for fucking Asian
Dude,
accents, man.
fucking-
I just am. Like,
You know who does a
So
very
funny.
kills it on Asian
good
accent.
spot-on accents? Maria Bamford.
Maria Bamford.
Maria
Her name's
Yeah,
not
Bamford.
no,
familiar.
I've still never seen her.
She's here in
She-
Austin, right?
No,
No?
she's in LA.
Okay.
She's very liberal. Which is it's weird that I'm such a fan. She's the reason I started
She hates
comedy.
liberals.
I don't
She hates
like wokey
those.
people. I think they're annoying.
She's a
Like,
different kind of trans.
Well, I mean, that's,
I mean,
it's
not
a
trying to be-
It's refreshing because, like, I don't like. I love all types of people, but that's my thing, especially because we all do comedy. It's like, just like, don't be such a like fucking
Little
fun
bitch.
sucker. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's like if you have a good attitude and you're not like a bad person, it's like the policing of the language and
Yeah.
and that sort of thing.
I
it's
go back
like,
to my earlier argument of like, if you kind of decide to do stand up, part of the bit is going, hey, this part I'm not a part of anymore. It is kind of like I make fun of both sides. I don't give a fuck what you are.
Yeah.
I don't.
And I feel like to be funny, like you have to be kind of unbiased, you know? Like sometimes, like you said when you first started, sometimes you were just like trying to do shock stuff.
Yeah, man.
It's like I was never like trying to piss people off, but I would purposely try and like steer towards the like tougher subjects. And it was like I'm glad now like I'm in a position where I can write a joke about something without feeling like I gotta like go right to the fucking heavy part, and it's more like you're balancing a tightrope. And
exactly. Sorry, go ahead.
I have like a super like hipstery, like you can tell she like crochets or something, like boss. And she's actually really cool. I love her. She wears like long skirts and like purple glasses and like I don't know, she's just like very like kind of a cliche of Austin. And today I got her with, I was like, you know what, Angel, I remember watching this movie that was like Speak Silently or something, and it's about female Nazis. And they are like getting together, these like white women, and you don't know what's going on at the beginning of the movie because it just looks like, oh, they're having like a little potluck. And then one of them brings like a pie and it's covered with a napkin. And then she pulls away the napkin and there's a swastika
on the top of the pie.
What's the name of this movie again?
I don't know. It's like Speak Silently or some shit.
Didn't Germany have like scout sniper? I think we did too. We had like scout sniper troops of like women. I think Germany had the same.
They absolutely did.
Probably.
Yeah, like for sure. I mean, for sure there were like women spies.
Well, this is like a modern day.
Hitting that
100.
target,
There were
you know?
there were German women spies for sure.
No, so this is like a modern day, like these women feel like it's like a group of white people that feel like they've been like marginalized by like blah blah blah. And so then they end up like kind of like
the Nazis feel marginalized?
Yes.
Okay.
So they end up like they
They
end up
everybody
hazing,
gets a voice in this day and age.
No, they end up hazing these like Asian women, and like they're trying to give them a spook. But what ends up happening is that one of them goes into anaphylactic shock because of peanuts or something.
The Asian woman?
No, the Asian woman.
Okay.
That they're like just trying to freak out. And she dies, so it becomes a hate crime. And I was telling like Angel, I was just like, yeah, so she dies, it becomes a hate crime. And all I could think of was, I bet you that pie is good as fuck. That is some very nice lattice work.
It's Jewberry pie.
They are great with ovens, like, if nothing else.
They know how long to keep it in the oven. They keep it in for the correct amount of crisp on the crust.
I'm starting a new bakery. You can bake 6 million pies.
I broke her though. She didn't want to laugh, and she laughed so hard. She's like, "God damn it!" She's like, "My grandmother from Missouri is racist, and she makes amazing pies."
It's funny, yeah. It's like there's like a degree of racism that it takes to make. I mean, like not that Martha Stewart's racist, but I feel like that's what I look at when her like
Paul Dean.
Dude, Paul Dean, shout out Paul Dean. But that's
And
my thing
Paul
with those
Dean.
ladies is they get attacked so much throughout the years, and like you know, like people would say Martha's like a cold bitch, and like Paul Dean's racist. And it's like I think that
Martha
I would
Stewart, she hangs out
rather
with Snoop Dogg.
if anybody's gonna be making pies, it's like I want those people to be doing it. Like,
Martha Stewart isn't racist or anything. She's just like people don't like her because she's very like assertive.
I thought we liked her.
oh, I
No,
love
no,
Martha
people
Stewart,
don't.
but that's what I'm
People
saying.
don't.
Like,
I thought
she
the
gets
consensus was
criticized for like.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, Martha Stewart. And it's like, listen, have
No,
you
I thought
ever
she-
seen a more perfect little hors d'oeuvre? Like, in your
Also,
life?
I
watch
don't
the
pay attention.
documentary. They hate her because she's efficient, and she's just doing things that, like, if a man did them, people would be like, "Oh, he's very like
Okay.
on top of it." But because it's a woman doing it,
That's what I
they're
mean. Like,
she's
they're
a
like, oh, what a
bitch.
snarky
Like,
bitch. You
yeah.
know,
I
and
didn't
it's like,
realize
no,
people
she's
disliked
just
her.
fucking calculated.
Yeah, there's
like,
you should watch the documentary.
What's it
I
called?
have
Do you know?
Netflix.
No shit. Like the
think
last
it's called the
I
Martha
saw, she
Stewart
got out of
documentary.
prison, kind of rebranded herself with Snoop Dogg, and like everybody was like, "You're the shit."
Dude,
She
yeah.
started making pies with Snoop Dogg.
If you get the Snoop Dogg stamp of approval, like, you're pretty much good.
She's
I think
amazing.
Snoop Dogg
I
is
love Martha
arguably
Stewart.
like if Fame had a goat, that motherfucker did Fame right.
No, I hear you. I
He
can't
did-
think of
he-
anybody else on the top of my head who's like in any
The
culture.
way he
people
navigated
know him,
it,
you know, like
he-
he could pop up in Japan and they're like, "Oh, Snoop Dogg."
What if he's
you
on
know?
the Epstein list?
Then it's
I
again,
don't
it's just
think
gonna.
he is because he's real open about cheating on his wife. I don't think he's doing.
But what if
every
it was
shit.
with children?
I mean, dude, that's that's the thing nowadays. Is like everybody is at any moment can be, suspected of being on a list, and so it's just like hard. That's what you're saying earlier. How would I feel?
I mean, it is pretty
it's
funny
hard to
that
navigate
like,
a world in this political world.
I'm still.
I will say I don't give a fuck about politics. I do find it funny that like Trump was very much, we're gonna get the list out, and then they were like, hey dude, you're on this list like a lot. And it's like, you didn't know? You have a lot of pictures with this guy, man.
A lot. Yeah.
You hang out with this guy often.
Michael Jackson definitely fucked all those little boys, but I'm still gonna listen to PYT.
I see. Dude, I'm like the opposite. Like I really think that seems more like a situation where he was being attacked by this like powerful group.
I don't know.
Versus like the kid thing, because we don't know. That's my thing with all this shit is like all we
you don't
ever
think Michael
get told.
Jackson did it?
Why would
I
you
don't
be
think he
so
did.
eager
Okay.
to have a child
I
sleep
didn't
in
look that
your
far
bed?
into it. I
It'd
know
be
there's
different
a-
if the kid stayed in his own room and it was just kind of like, yeah, we're just trying to. But it's like, sleep in my bed.
I just think
Yeah,
like
he
it's
just like
not.
cuddles.
It's not that I believe it or not. It's more so like I hate this world where we're fed
You can't-
information all the time about like all these certain things, and it's like
You don't want to.
it's just hard to navigate. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when I play a Michael Jackson song, she gets like, oh, I can't. He scares me.
But
It's like,
time
so
as
you
a
don't
child-
listen to
thing.
that. But do you listen to R. Kelly?
Yeah, that one song fucking bumps.
That's it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's
Seven-
a
it's
freaking
7 o'clock?
weekend.
Oh yeah, it's the freaking
It's the-
weekend.
But Michael Jackson is literally a demon, and it's like from the second as a child I saw his face, every night I fell asleep.
As a
I
kid?
hoped that
He's
he
also
would die.
self-hating. He hates
Him as a-
being black.
What do you mean?
He's like the scariest person that's ever existed.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think he
don't
got a
understand
fucked
the
up
I
rap.
don't understand the world.
Yeah, we don't know. That's what
I
I'm
think
saying,
his
like-
I think his dad fucked him up pretty heavy.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
give
and
a
we
fuck.
Same
can't.
thing with like Tiger
I don't
Woods.
give
I'm with
Yeah.
you.
No,
I'm with
it's-
you.
Look
I-
at his face.
Don't
He's
fuck
the
kids.
scariest
That's- no,
person.
no, no.
that's
Look at that
literally
whole
ever
family. Look at
existed.
Janet
I think
Jackson.
Michael Jackson like is the devil. Like as a
Damn.
person,
I
like I'm not even
fucking-
fucking
Damn.
around.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
I
I'm
He
with
look
might
you.
at
have
his
fucked
fucking
them
face.
kids, but he
He's
came out with
literally
Thriller.
terrible.
What are we
And
talking
he
about?
fucked kids.
Yeah, Thriller's
He
was
looks
great.
like he
Oh
fucked
my
kids.
gosh.
He's the
I don't
worst.
care about
That one
Thriller.
kid did know the
getting
exact
derailed.
birthmark
But pretty
on
young
his penis,
thing.
which is a
I'm
bad sign.
I'm down for that.
I did hear. Didn't like a kid know the birthmark on his dick?
Yeah,
Is that
he
like?
did.
Yeah.
He absolutely
Yeah,
did.
like
Yes,
a kid.
I know what you're
and
talking about.
which I'm not gonna lie. There's not a child on this planet
But how
who
did they
knows
know
if I
that
have a
he had a
birthmark on my dick.
on his
Huh?
dick too? Like, how would they like confirm that? Because they did it to Epstein too. They're like, "Is it true you have an egg-shaped penis?" And he's like, "I am not gonna comment."
What kind of-
you know?
actually,
Like,
what
it's
kind
not-
of
they can't.
shaped
They
penis
can't be
do
like,
you
"We
have?"
gotta see it now." You know, like.
What do they
let's
mean by
compare.
egg? Like the head?
If
I'm confused.
if we
They
put
meant,
your
like-
penis in an Easter basket,
yeah,
like a
like would
legit
somebody
Easter egg.
not know the
will
difference?
anybody?
Could we paint it and just put it in there? Like, was it
Well, Michael Jackson's also self-hating. He hated being black.
he hated being black?
Yeah.
That's why. Why do you say that? Because he bleached
Oh, I
his
don't
skin?
know. Because, yeah, he like bleached his
He
skin.
did have. Here's the thing,
Didn't
and
he
this
have,
is
like,
my
a condition
argument.
or
He did
something?
have. His dad might have fucked him up so young that like fame was his point of reference. Like objectively, I kind of go to Tiger Woods. Like his story's bonkers. His dad was saying you're gonna be the next Gandhi. He was like 6.
God.
He was like 6, just like swinging away. And then like even when it came out that he had a bunch of affairs, like the women were like, he was just a different human being the way he was able to attach. Like, yeah, this motherfucker lived a crazy
Yeah, like Michael
life.
Jordan, how he was just like every day. Like, outside.
I don't understand what it is like to be at that level. Not that it is okay. If he did fuck kids, fuck that guy. I don't know. I really have not done enough research. And honestly, like a kid knowing a birthmark on your dick, bad sign. Dog.
There's no fucking way he didn't.
That's a
fucking
bad sign,
crazy.
dog. It's a bad sign, dog.
Well, when I was in Chicago, I went to an Erykah Badu concert, and she just like, yeah, she's great, and you know, people love her, even though can be controversial. And so I just remember the show has like this calm part with music playing, and she gets the mic, and she's just like, "Pray for R. Kelly, y'all." And the whole place was like,
Call
"Boo!"
Tyrone.
Like, she was like, you know, because it's Erykah Badu.
Wow,
like, people
what a
worship
line.
her, and so she literally she
love
just goes,
her.
"Pray for R. Kelly, y'all," and like everybody was like, "What? No, like fuck that!" Like it was like I remember being like,
what
"What is
a hill
going
to
on?"
die
right
on.
now?
She literally she could have been like,
Dude, I mean that's like how she is, you know. She's like this like soulful, righteous person, and so like I'm sure she meant it in a good way, but it was just funny.
No, that's
Chicago,
a tough sell,
so
man.
everybody was like,
That's a tough
they're
sell,
like,
man.
Get the fuck out
But
of here.
also,
That
She
shit-
could have been like, pray
they've
for
been
those
dating the whole
terrorists in 9/11,
time, you know?
and I think
Yeah.
the crowd would have been like,
Yeah.
yeah, pray for those guys. I don't. Hopefully they did get those
No,
72
it
virgins.
was crazy, man. 'Cause this would have been like 2018 or 19 or something. So this was like right when kind of the R. Kelly shit was going down. And it was
Okay.
just, like,
And like we
it
weren't
was very
sure.
controversial to have that opinion. So I remember being in the crowd just like, wait, what just happened? Like we were all like soulfully
What a
jamming.
left.
Erykah Badu, she's just like,
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say it, you know, like
I'ma
it
say
was
it.
I'm gonna
crazy.
say it.
It was crazy.
I'm gonna
But
say it, then
it was
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
show.
Did she
into
stay with her
Tyrone.
eyes closed?
I don't think she opened
With-
her eyes
with
the
a
entire
turban.
time.
Was she wearing a giant turban?
I don't even remember,
Love
but I
the
know it was
turban.
very jangly and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she got a lot.
oversized. You know,
She
She
kind
got
of
a
moves like a
dashiki.
Squidward from
she's
that
got
one
like an
episode.
alien
20
vibe to her,
bracelets.
you
Yeah,
know?
she kind of moves
Yeah.
like Squidward in that like talent show episode of SpongeBob.
Oh, nice. That's a good reference.
Kinda, honestly, I fucking love SpongeBob.
I've been trying to work on a bit with Candace Owens because she's self-hating. Like she talks about how slavery's like not that big of a deal, and I'm like, honey, if you were to get in a time machine and meet your heroes, the founding fathers, they would rape the shit out of you,
Jeez.
and then you wouldn't even like come in the house. They'd be like, they'd put you on the field because you're too dark, honey. So, how you feel about slavery then?
I had like a bit kind of like that where it was like, it's funny how America started because we didn't want to be like controlled and enslaved by the British, and then we immediately got here and we're like, slaves?
No.
Like,
We should get some slaves.
like
was
some
good.
guy like Jefferson
Slave.
or whatever comes by, he's like, are those blacks still on back order? Like, when are they getting here, you know? Like, 'cause, I mean, it's kind of, I
Yeah.
don't think it's exactly lines up, but
We
you
threw
know,
tea
like,
packets
we had slaves
over.
for like the first.
We threw tea packets
how
over.
many
We
years
weren't
of our
going to throw
country.
slaves over.
But
That's
you know, that's why America started. Like, they're like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
We're not going to be told what
taxation
to do.
without representation.
Yeah,
all
and then
that,
they
yeah.
get here and they're like, but we should tell people what
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
Like,
Actually, I think that
it's like-
Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker talk about like more elaborate kind of like how America started
Well, Shane
almost
Gillis
like as a
knows.
coordination to work with the British, and like that the like revolution was kind of like contrived, like it was just like a setup to just kind of like create
Ooh, that's
empirical
deep.
business.
That's deep. Well, because they did that with
They're
like,
so smart
with like
They're-
the East India Trading Company. Like
Yeah.
the British did a lot. I mean, and the way I always try to think of it is I try to think logically. So I go, look at all the like most rich countries in the world.
Mhm.
It's like, dude, England is fucking tiny,
Mhm.
and it's like one of the richest countries in the world. Why is that? You know, it's like because it's one of the oldest
Commonwealth.
histories
Oldest
and one of the
histories, yeah.
oldest.
They have
controlling
Australia,
governments in the-
Canada,
you know, and-
Commonwealth, yeah.
like
Okay.
same reason why like the Vatican is such a rich little
Mhm.
tiny little blip in
Mhm.
Italy is because
There's 1
all
billion
of Christianity
Catholics.
is traced back to
Catholicism.
that's like the
Yeah.
you know that's been
The money
around for
machine.
so long that it's like the thing about all these other countries why I want to visit is because it's like, wow, this is like thousands of year old history. Their buildings are old as fuck. It's deep rooted. And America's kind of cool because you're like, we're not. Like, we're still kind of figuring it out, you know?
almost done.
Our track record's bad. Like, you know, it's like for a while we were like, you know, pretty new at this, figuring it out still. But I think that's what makes it cool to be from America is it's like, well, you know, like we're able to decide our culture,
Mhm.
I think. And I think that's why like so many issues now, people are so polarized because it's starting to be more free to like be able to be yourself. And I think that's what makes America dope because there's so many places in the world you can't like be even like a different religion, let alone, you know, like gay or
Well, that's
You know,
true
that's
to it's
pretty
true to an
sick, though.
extent. I think there's like it's going to be a felony to be trans in Texas.
in
It's like
Texas.
Yeah,
SB
the-
17.
It's like on the
You
bill.
said that-
Yeah,
they
it's
put
like
up a
running
bill or
through
something?
like
That's
it's
wild.
legislation. There's also like just like you can't watch porn in Texas.
So
There's
I
a
haven't
bunch
been
of stuff.
following that at all. Like I've heard
You
about
still
that,
watch
but
porn?
is that like a thing? Like
You just go to
Yeah.
X videos. That's
Yeah.
for some reason Pornhub isn't available. I don't watch
Dude.
porn anymore.
that's funny because I don't even I know of X videos because I was
Your
a
girlfriend's in the
teenager
room.
once. No, I mean I will say like I don't. It's not really a thing in my life anymore. But I mean I was a teenager once, you know, and
man.
I never used X videos, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's why now, like, I don't have a Twitter but like I'll pull up a tweet my brother sends me or something,
Uh-huh.
and I'll go back to my Safari and I'll see it and I'll go, like fuck, because it's x.com, you know,
Yeah.
like, and my brain just goes
Oh.
like, what? But, oh, it's just Elon tweeted again. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Like,
funny.
It's just funny that it's like he changed it to X, and now all I ever see, I like immediately panic when I see it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
No, for teenage
Yeah.
boys, they're stunting their growth with taking away Pornhub. Now they're stuck with.
Is that what
Xvideos.
they're doing?
Well,
in Texas?
I
That-
don't know
that
because
Xvideos
I
is
grew up
fully
like
available.
in a time. I'm 37, so like we didn't have cell phones.
You guys did
in
magazines.
school. I guess I grew up with a bunch of women, so I have like a very like limited experience. Like I didn't see porn extensively until I lived with a guy and I
Mhm.
was 23. He like moved in with him in San Antonio, and that's when I saw all sorts of shit. He showed me like octopussy and like fucking Brazilian fart
He
porn where they're
started
like,
with octopus.
oh my gostoso,
Holy shit!
like all sorts of shit that I was
What
like,
He did not start off in
Wow.
the beginning
Oh,
pages.
yeah, he
No,
didn't.
he thought-
maybe he was.
Yo,
actually.
he hit that bitch for a while. Actually,
he thought I
Like,
was
he-
familiar like every other person who
he
grew up
thought
with
you
a-
were familiar
Yeah.
with octopussy.
with porn.
Well, I mean, I grew up with 4chan, so like I remember seeing like
Even if
those,
you're familiar with porn,
like-
that's a stretch.
like snuff clips and like porn.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, so like I remember because I'm 30, so I grew up where it was like
I miss
we
it.
had computers. You know.
no,
and-
no. I jerked off to videos.
No, I mean 4chan wasn't. It was not porn. I'm saying like they would show like crazy fucking like bloody. You know. Like,
Oh, like when
yeah,
YouTube first came out and you
yeah,
could see people getting their
yeah.
heads cut off.
yeah.
Yes.
So like I just remember like I was like
You didn't
14.
jerk off to people getting their head cut off.
Maybe once, but no, it's like I was like 14 and it was like so desensitizing forever. So like, you know, I just remember like I grew up in that not necessarily perfect age, but like perfect range of it where it's like I watched the internet like grow, cuz I mean, it was around in the 90s even, but I feel like the early 2000s to like mid 2010s
Where's the biggest
was that spot where it
progression?
was like you have kids seeing beheadings and you know, and it's
That's
like
it's. I didn't think about that until I started talking to like my coworkers who were in their 20s, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I used to get like pussy pics when I was like 12," and I was like, "What?" Like because they had Snapchat
from
Yeah.
other
from
12?
other
That's
12-year-olds.
crazy.
They would like they're sexting, and I'm like, I mean, like it's not crazy because like I mean, people were fucking when I was in middle school. We had pregnant.
Yeah,
Like I got moved to a
guess.
ghetto school from like a white school.
Okay.
And like when I was like 14, I remember there's pregnant girls in the classrooms and eating hot Cheetos and shit. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, when's the
That's-
first time you sent a
yeah.
dick picture?
that means they were like fucking like at some point. But like it wasn't porn. It was like they were actually just like little kids just fucking each other. And now it's like they're like sending each other like
That's
dirty
no,
Snapchats.
I mean, I
as
grew up around
children.
chat roulette. That because like I
What
remember
is
when
Chat-
South
yeah.
Park did the chat roulette episode. That was when I heard about it. I didn't know about it before.
What
but
is chat roulette?
So it was
It
like,
was,
do you remember what Omegle was?
Yes.
It was like Omegle, but it wasn't like regulated, you know. So like the whole joke was that South Park did an episode where they would go on chat roulette and it was just like dicks constantly, and that's what like I
That's
I
all it
find out about it,
was.
and I'm like, that
I was
the
with my
joke
friends.
is
It was
when we
just
were
another
kids.
dick.
It's like it literally was. If you go on chat roulette, it's just like it goes to the next guy. It's just a dick.
Yeah.
Next guy, it's a dick, and it's like dicks all around the world.
That's
And
why.
so
That's
it's
why
like-
those videos of a guy playing guitar become fucking so famous.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, it's
and
not
so
a dick.
Omegle was like, you know, maybe that would happen, but it was more like you would click to the next person. And it's like somebody's like just sitting there, you know, and it was like the first way to interact with strangers. Like it was like video chat rooms almost,
Interesting.
you know, and so it was just funny that chat roulette was like became the site where it was just like people would go to jerk off.
We had MySpace to talk to strangers.
I remember
dial-up
people go
internet.
ASL, you know, like they'd be like
Oh
ASL.
yeah.
And I always thought it meant
What's
age,
ASL?
sex, location.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think it means maybe that is what it means. I don't know.
I don't know
But
acronyms
yeah,
like
it was like you don't say anything to each other. This was years ago, like 20 years ago. You would just enter a chat and it would just say ASL question mark. You wouldn't go like, hey, hello,
Oh.
my name is, you know,
Oh,
like you're
thank
just
God
like,
I wasn't on the.
where are
internet.
you? Are you a man or a girl?
Yeah.
And like, what
Oh,
age
that's
are
right.
you?
In the South Park episode,
You know.
Cartman just gives up all his info. Like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna meet my new friend.
Did he?
Yeah.
Is that when he has
Yeah, he's like, I'm
the
gonna go meet
sea
my new
monkeys?
friend. Oh,
I think it is actually.
That's so
yeah.
Was it,
funny. There, and he gets semen to make the sea monkeys grow. And he's like, I just have to suck the semen out. Like,
dude, and I remember like South Park is one of those few shows that it's been around for 30 years, and they've never ruined it, you know, because
their process is bonkers.
You know what?
That they make it in like a
7-day thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of it's like genius, but it just in terms of like sticking to being true to yourself, like they've never changed. And their whole thing from the start was like, we're just going to make fun of shit that deserves to be made fun of. And so like in this day and age where there's so much like weird propaganda entertainment and shit, it's nice that it's like we can still trust South Park.
It's perfectly
we're just gonna
satirical.
talk
yeah,
shit
like
on
they'll
what
say whatever needs to be said.
whatever's going on.
And
My
it's like they're never
favorite-
going to be biased, you know? Like
favorite South Park thing is whenever the boys are in the truck with their uncle and they're going hunting or something.
Mhm.
And then like they're like fighting in the back or something. He's like, shut up, Kyle, you big silly goose. And then the dad like slams on the brakes. It's like, what did you just call your friend? It's like, I called him a name, Dad. He's like, what did you call your friend? He's like,
is that the guy with the hat?
no, it's his dad. It's Stan.
Stan.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Or,
I called him
Randy.
a big silly goose. He goes, you do not call your friend a big silly goose. You call him an asshole. That's my
Dude,
favorite
they did a
thing.
great job with Randy when he opened up the pot farm, dog. That was
Oh, yeah. The
I
COVID
actually-
shit.
I haven't seen much of the new South Park last few years, but I watched a few episodes and I was like, holy shit. They've
It's-
actually got like a narrative now.
they held up
Like,
well. Yeah, they
now
gave
they're like
Randy
a rich
whole
family with a pot
storyline.
farm.
Yeah, and then the most recent episode they dropped with the because they mentioned
Trump.
Trump. Yeah, they mentioned Trump with the whole
Yeah, that
Paramount
was
shit.
I
wild.
haven't watched it.
Yeah,
That
with
was
the whole
wild. I
Paramount
saw like
shit,
them
yeah.
being talked they were on stage and they were saying how they like wanted them to censor it,
Mhm.
and like all of a sudden they were just like, no, we're not gonna, because that's
That's
what they do.
awesome.
I just think it's crazy because I was a kid when I saw the like Satan and Saddam
Mhm.
story
Mhm.
arc, you know,
Mhm.
and it was so funny. But now it's like it's funny because it's almost like meta for them to use it in
Yeah.
that way. 'cause
Yeah.
it's like they already did
And
that.
they have the same voice
but now they're
actor
like
who
saying
did-
instead of Saddam Hussein,
Yeah, they're doing the
like
same
they're
voice.
making it the
Yeah,
president, which is
yeah.
like it's like a artistic choice. you know,
Uh-huh.
and it
I
was
did
like-
see the
It's also
thing
a
where
lot of
they're
fart
like,
jokes.
Yeah.
they find
It's a
out
lot
that
of
there's
fart
like a lot of like Mexican people in heaven, and then they go to heaven and they start like rounding them up. Like ICE goes to heaven, and then the chick in charge has like a novel that she wrote about like how she had to bravely put her dog down because he was untrainable, so she shot him, and then so she just in the episode keeps shooting random dogs, even the ones in heaven. It's so funny.
I saw like a picture. She's in like the ice hat. It's like this like little sporty looking chick
Yeah.
with the aviators on. She's just
so
shooting dogs.
funny. I need to watch that episode. It looks so
Yeah,
funny.
I mean now I just really respect
Stay undefeated.
our culture now is so like people are so afraid to make jokes and there's so much like division and there's so much like narratives that it's just nice to find it like still have people not afraid. And I mean, granted, they're fucking
It's-
billionaires basically now, like they can't really be canceled, but I think it's empowering. It's like, I mean, I'll ask you guys about Kanye because I love Kanye, and that's kind of my whole thing with him is
Dude,
like,
I love
it's like-
Kanye since he fucking interrupt Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
like,
Kanye
I grew up
since
with Kanye,
since he
like,
was
you know.
sitting next to what's his face? I can't remember his name. Great actor.
Oh,
but he's just like
yeah.
George
Mike
Bush don't
Myers.
like black people, and he's just standing there
Dude,
like,
Mike Myers, he's like,
Yeah.
he just.
oh,
You
yeah.
just fucked up Austin Powers. Like,
Dude, he fucked up Austin Powers.
He goes back to his line. He's like, there are millions of people. That,
Yeah,
you know?
I will say.
George Bush does
You know,
not
Kanye
like black
apologized
people.
to George Bush for that. His mom made him
Yeah.
apologize. And
Oh,
he was
he
like,
shouldn't
I
apologize.
shouldn't have
to
done
George
that.
Here's the
because
here's the
I
thing.
was-
George Bush
Kanye's
is a
mom
piece
died,
of
and he just
shit.
went, and then he married fucking Kim Kardashian, and it was there was no shot. There was no shot.
Dude, I mean, I just respect anybody that is able to. He's untouchable to the point where, like, sure, now everybody hates Kanye West,
I'm
but
indifferent
he's
on him.
still, I feel like, rooting for.
The black
people.
KKK outfit
I
was
know.
awesome.
I,
Like, I
I-
was like,
he's
who
a,
starched that
have
for you?
have you seen the clip where he's in this like foreign country and they're like wearing like a monk's type robe and it's
Uh-huh.
like a
Oh, that's in
black,
Spain.
yeah, and
Oh
you
my
just see Kanye looking at him like,
Well,
and then he shows up like the
I'm
next
just
week
bored.
in that
To me,
outfit.
it's such a like.
in Spain, it's
attention.
part
Fuck
of
you.
Catholicism. It's not a Nazi thing. It's like ancient. Like it's like the robes that they would wear to do processions.
Uh-huh.
And when you go to a Spanish store, they have in the stores they have little dolls that have the hoods and stuff, and they're like, "No, que." It's the Spanish.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, the swastika used to be like a symbol of like peace and hope. Or
Yeah,
something.
have you heard what happened to Philip Abraham? He's a local comic. So Philip Abraham is Indian, and the swastika used to be a part of Hinduism and Buddhism. Like Buddhism is derived from Hinduism, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's like a symbol of like unity or peace or some shit. And so there was a banana phone. There was a night at Banana Phone, and I remember it so clearly.
I love banana
because
phone.
I walked into the bar and I sat next to Hannibal Buress, and nobody realized that it was Hannibal Buress. And like sitting next to him, and there's like a girl, like a seasoned comic next to Hannibal, who was being really obnoxious and talking to me across him. And I was trying to like make
She didn't
faces at
realize
her,
either.
like, bitch, like,
Stop.
chill
you know?
out.
Yeah.
He does not like this. Then you would just hear the crowd roar. Like, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? So Hannibal gets up and he looks, because we're behind the curtain. And then I get up and look, and Philip Abraham has his shirt up and he has a giant swastika painted on his belly and 2 on his nipples. And then Doug Easy, who's a piece of shit and keeps signing up for Kill Tony, even though Tony openly hates him, took a picture of him with the swastika thing and totally out of context posted it on social media. So it made the Creek in the Cave look super racist. Ooh. And then it was this whole thing where Philip was banned from, he's Indian. So it was a whole thing on like, I'm Indian and we're taking our symbol back. So it was completely out of context. It had nothing to do with racism.
That was the line before he like lifted his shirt or something?
Yeah, it was that was the whole theme of it.
See.
And then
is that why they
He's an
stopped
artist.
recording Banana Phone?
yes.
Yeah, like
So
really?
it got banned from Creek in the Cave. He got banned from Creek in the Cave, Sunset, and another one. Cap City. So then he ended up being on a really famous podcast in New York because of it. Talked about it there, came back to Austin. He's just been like kind of like keeping low key. And then finally he got pulled for Kill Tony. And then he talked about it on Kill Tony very recently. And he fully redeemed himself because like he was like, yeah, I got banned from Sunset. And Tony was like, Red Band, did you know about this? And he was like, no, I just heard about this like recently and I unbanned him and stuff. But it was like, it's crazy. Like
I think that's cool that he got a redemption.
Yeah.
I mean, Kill Tony's a perfect place for that because
yeah,
as much as people can like love or hate Kill Tony, their whole thing is like, this is a safe space, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's people who go really far and they'll even be like, not really laughing, but they're not going to shame them, you know? They're just like, oh, geez, like, you're not very good at this type thing.
Yeah.
But, like, it's nice that people can, because, I mean, it's art at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and
art, you know? And it sounds douchey to, like, say comedy is art like that.
I don't
But
think
it's like,
so.
if you think about it like that, all forms of art, true artists are, like, always trying to, like, push and go deeper and, you know, make connections nobody else has. And so it's important to be able to try, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you think Kill Tony does that?
No, I think that they like are kind of known for like, you can say whatever the fuck you want, you know.
Okay,
Like, you know what I mean?
give
Like
pushback. It is never. It is not Tony Hinchcliffe's job to like dictate who comes in. And what is her name? The chick that kind of gives like the briefing of like, hey, if you're just here to tell a story, Chris, I do like that she kind of goes like, yo, if you're just here to tell a story or because like you think you're fucking funny, like don't do that, because there are people here that are like genuinely practiced, and there are quite a few of us. Like I've practiced my minute. I know when I'm gonna, like, I have this minute set out for this thing that I worked really hard. More so just for the like, oh, this is a really cool tool to be able to use that puts me on a very big platform. Like I've done it once, and it's like it's the most people I've gotten to perform in front of.
Yeah.
Which is like, you want opportunities to do that. And if it's like an opportunity to do that, it is a waste to be here and not take it.
Well, because they've I don't know when,
Or not
but it's
attempt
been
to take
recent,
it.
right? Because like back when I was at Poor Choices, dude, you show up there and it was like fucking 300 people around the block. It's like literally just all homeless people. Like who all signed up.
That's where I
like,
first interacted with my first homeless person. He was really nice.
So it seemed I mean, it just seems
nicest.
like they were kind of like, all right, now we need to try and like funnel this a little more.
Yeah.
Which it's been around for over a decade, and they never like
they didn't do
like
vetting.
The first time that they're starting to vet it a little. Which I think
Mm.
speaks to how huge it's become, you know, like it's a global sensation.
Yeah.
And so
I love it.
it's important, you know, like it's, for me, it seems like very much more about entertainment than purely comedy, but what it can do for comedians and just like giving people a chance.
Yeah. I can't understand that.
What I'll say
can't
about
understand
Tony Hinchcliffe is that I am not what people would assume to be like his demographic or type of person or anything. But even when I did bomb really hard, I got booed by 3,000 people, and the YouTube video does not do justice to how loud it was in person. Very unique experience.
Brutal.
He was like, let her talk.
They were booing you?
Oh yeah. No. And like, you hear it a little bit in the video. In person, it's this like wall of like,
like it's like they're there for Tony and they're like,
oh, they
like
don't give a
this,
fuck.
like,
They're savage. I mean, Matthew kind of saw it at the arena when the people got booed. At the New Year's.
I won't say their names, but like
it's, Daisy Hart. I'll say
okay.
it. She got booed as fuck.
Hey.
But it's crazy.
It is a surreal thing to look at. Like, hey, that's got to feel weird.
Well, just like
And
the
she was
sound
in the
itself,
crowd.
like the presence of it, you know?
Yeah, it was insane. But he was very like, he was rooting for me then, and he was very like kind of like nice in the interview. And then the second appearance I had, like, I knocked it out of the park, and like, so I got invited to the after party and like to talk to everybody. And then he pulled me aside and he was like, hey, I don't want you to get in your head with everything that's about to happen to you, which is really cryptic because it was like, what the fuck is about to happen to me? Like, I don't know anything. And he goes, I'm serious. Like, don't overthink things. And
Tony
he goes,
said that?
Yeah. And then he goes, and I just want you to know that I respect and care about you. And like, so like, just, I want you to really know that. And like, so like, just the fact that he like took the time to like kind of talk to me, and I'm not like a fucking like a cripple or a young like whatever like kid like Republican or anything. I think like speaks to his character, like that, like he, I don't know, like and he being that second appearance did a whole lot for me comedy wise. Like I get booked to this day because of it, and like I get a lot of like recognition and stuff. So me personally, I love the guy. I love the show. I love everything about it. Like, it's been beneficial for me, and I don't think he's a bad person.
I mean, it's taken over whether people like it or not, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's all over the world, but like here in Austin, it's like such a thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
people, I feel like people who don't really know any other comedy know Kill Tony. Like it's
it's at the
here to stay.
yeah, it's at the I do find their placement like on Dirty Six is a bit weird to me. Like I've talked to her about it. I think like they should be kind of where Roscoe's is, and Roscoe's should be somewhere else. It didn't have to be on Dirty Six. It's just Dirty Six is just kind of
it could be but like elevated.
But I think that's part of the appeal for the people that buy tickets. Is like they get to go like,
hey, you can step
the
over
heart of the
homeless
city.
people before
Yeah.
you do jokes.
Well, I mean, they
Don't
talk
you
about
love
all that
stepping over
shit,
homeless
you know?
people?
Then they
before
go back
do
to Iowa
jokes?
and they're
Doesn't
like,
that put you in the
stepped
mood to
over a
laugh?
homeless.
Yeah.
That was
I will tell her
crazy.
like there's nothing better than having a great set like on a new joke that you just worked on. You're like, I'm feeling fucking great, and then you just walk past this guy that's like looks like he's tranked out. You just got to step over him, and you're like,
not today.
this is
with
you're not bringing me down, man.
Yeah.
I was just funny.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your homeless problems. Like,
With Matthew, it's very funny because we started like fasting once a week, and one day we were like walking out of like doing
I
a
had this
set.
whole process.
And like,
Yeah.
okay, so there's like, we're walking by the street. I was talking about something. Then he totally like turns off. And so now I'm like talking to myself. I'm irritated. And then we walked by a guy and his dog, but they were backlit, to be fair. So you just kind of see like their like
Silhouettes.
silhouettes.
This guy giving like a piece of chicken to this dog, and I like went through this whole. I did a 48-hour fast, and I was like kind of grumpy with my dog, and like the little things she'd do would like frustrate me if she pulled back on the leash. I kind of pull her a little bit more, and I'm like,
well, when you fast, like the grumpiness is like it's primal. It's like a like.
But I
this
took this
demon
moment
comes out.
watching this guy, and I'm like, who knows the last time he ate? Maybe this is the first time he's eaten in a couple days, and his first thought is, "Here, I need to give some to you first." And I was like, but I'm getting grumpy with my dog. And like, it's a decision not to eat. I go through this whole thing in my brain. I'm like, I don't know. I tell her this, and like,
he's like, I don't have cash.
I was
like, I have cash. Let's go give him cash.
So we ended up spinning the block, and then we pulled up. It's this guy with like a nice leash, pretty dog, and like decent looking clothes. I'm not sure if he was homeless.
Before we realize it, I hand the guy $5
because like
he takes it confused. He's kind of hot. One,
he's
in like
if he's homeless,
Lululemon
like
gear.
If he's homeless, he's at like the beginning.
The Tupperware that the
good.
chicken was in was nicer than anything we own in our kitchen.
There's Pyrex.
And the dog is in
made
like
glass and
a
shit.
beautiful
No plastic.
leash. You can tell that the dog feels no friction from the leash. It's like comfy.
Yeah, it's
and it has like
form-fitted.
striking blue eyes, and it's
Probably
like
wasn't even
very
homeless.
like well-bred dog.
No.
And I was like, I don't think that
Probably
guy was
wasn't even
homeless.
Guy was probably just tired after the gym or some shit. I don't know, pick up his dog.
Yeah.
He just like takes the money like.
But like I just
Thanks.
walked past.
And
on
I
6th
think
Street.
that was the dog's food. I think the dog gets meal
He's
prep.
so bougie.
Like,
Like,
that's yeah.
white chicken.
But he does kind of like take the.
it was
like,
white breast meat chicken. It was.
It was.
And veggies. Yeah.
Yeah, veggies, rice.
cooked in butter. Like,
I was like, Matthew, can we go back and see if he'll fuck me? Like, that was a good-looking man.
Oh, yeah. I've had a bit that I never really do because like I signed up for Kill Tony one week and I had this whole minute, and the whole minute was about homeless people having dogs, and it was like. You know, I was like, these things are funny. I'm just going to fucking do it, you know? And I didn't get called. And then I was standing outside. It was when I was at Port Choices, and I was standing there. And I just look up, and across the street is this homeless lady in a wheelchair with a dog, and it's just staring at me. And I was like,
was it her
man.
eyes or something?
No, it was the dog that was staring at me.
Yeah,
And it was
like
just
the-
like
what's
a
the dog?
moment where I was like,
You could change this.
I'm really glad I didn't get called because I would have done this minute. Which, I mean, the jokes weren't that brutal. It's just like if you're homeless, like, should you really be taking care of a dog? You know, like, and
That
it's like
shit
that
does
type
it.
of thing.
Here's the.
And so,
And if it wouldn't have hit, it would have been dog shit.
well, it's just because it's like it came from when you see a guy in the brutal heat in a corner
Oh.
and he needs money, and you know, it's like I just more feel bad for the dog. You know, like in this moment, it's like that dog is
But
an
here's the
animal.
thing.
It could find its own food. And it's like, you know, so it's like he'd probably have a better life.
I
if
would
he let go of
actually
the leash.
argue that like maybe he found the dog on the street as well.
Well,
I don't
it-
think they're going to the pound and adopting dogs.
Well, that's what I mean. That's the thing. Is like that's why
He coulda
I'm
ended
glad
up in the
I don't
pound.
really like. That
That'd
was
be
a
funny if
joke
they did.
Where the way
Then, like, yeah,
The dog has papers.
it is arguable. Like he could have maybe gotten picked up at the pound and fucking like
Well,
gotten
'cause
an
it-
opportunity to be
if I-
adopted.
if I'm being
and have a better
honest,
life. I
the
could,
situation is like it's like usually that's a
longevity-wise.
beautiful thing.
Uh-huh.
It's like it means somebody has nothing,
and
and
they,
they're still like the chicken
trying to care about
with
this
the probably not homeless guy. It's like, you know, it's like this is a beautiful thing because this person has nothing.
and this dog is loyal
and-
to it.
Yeah, and it's like, and he still has this dog that has something to give a fuck for.
Yes.
And you know, he's doing his best, and like there's this weird, you can just like tell by looking at a homeless guy with a dog. So like that's what I mean is like the place I was coming from was like trying to write this funny joke, and then like now it's been years since I wrote it, and so it's like one of those things where I'm like, oh, I'm glad I never really like
Yeah,
explored
the
that because
oppor-
I feel like I already get the truth of it. And so if I were to do that joke now, I would rather shape it differently.
Oh, which is
And so it's like, you know, you guys can tell, like,
Yeah, it's the
because
best
Kill
part. It's a
Tony is
puzzle.
forever. So it's like, if you do a minute on there and you maybe picked something like that where you're like, haven't found it yet, but it's like, wow, great. Now I was going to be on YouTube forever talking shit about homeless people's dogs.
Dude,
that's
And
so
then,
forget.
but
It's
I
always
wouldn't have cared,
forgotten.
but it was that moment where I was like looking across the street and it was just like, I was like, yeah, I don't want to make this joke.
What do you
like,
what do you think of these in shape homeless people? Because they kind of throw me off.
I have had jokes about that too.
I
where
like
it's
to
like they look
compliment them.
more ripped than
Holy
anybody I know.
Shit, I
Like,
saw this guy
yeah.
walking
like
down
jacked.
look like an Adonis.
Yeah, like
yeah,
8-pack, fucking
100%.
Yeah.
tricep muscles.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's like,
It's
I
that
know that they don't
36
have
week
body fat,
fast.
but it's like, how do they have protein?
Dude, I think they're taking out other homeless.
An extreme 36 week fast.
That's-
I have like videos that I used to record where I'm like, you look amazing.
Dude, it's bonkers.
I used to work downtown, and I used to have to
72-hour
take out
fast
the
work.
trash in those like dirty city alleys of the dumpsters. And I remember I used to always walk out, and like so many days there would be a giant log of like a turd. And there's two reasons why it annoyed me. Because one, it was like why in front of the door, like you know,
Annoyed is
like
crazy.
it's
Two, it
like,
was human.
it's like right in front of the door.
Yeah.
But then the other reason was because I was like, they're eating better than I am. Like,
Okay.
I was like,
wow. This
the
guy
homeless
has
people
a
in
healthier
Austin-
They are
shit
getting
than-
He's
fiber.
fucking dead,
This
dude.
guy
Like,
has a
you know,
healthier
like-
shit than I do.
Have
Like,
you
there's
been
so
begging
many-
for chia
Yeah,
seeds? What
there's
is
so
going
many
on?
people that get overwhelmed on Tex-Mex, and they're like, "Oh fuck, maybe we should have." You know,
That's so funny.
it's like
Here's
I don't
this
know.
veal.
The homeless people in Austin eat different. You know,
I made out with a homeless guy once. I talked about it on that Kill Tony. Because he looked
Really?
very well to do. He had like a nice haircut. He was a blonde guy from I think from
Sometimes you can't always tell. Maybe
cannot
that guy
tell.
was homeless.
he was from
Maybe he
Minnesota.
wasn't homeless. Maybe it's like
Dude,
Maybe
he-
he was in the beginning stages. Anyway.
He was from Minnesota. He was really fit and tall, and he was holding a vape, and he had a backpack. He just looks like a student, and he kept like making eyes at me as like he was like walking by, and I was on a show of Velveeta, and like I was trying to bark him in, and he was like, "Oh, I don't have my ID on me," and Jimmy Moynihan was on the show with me, and he goes, "Oh, that's all right, man. Just like go in. Just tell him that I sent you." And then he went in. I performed. And then I sat like next to him, and he like put his arm around me, and like I was like, "Oh, okay, nice." He was kind of flirting. And then we went to my car, and I had a bottle of tequila, and I was like, "Well, we can't go anywhere because you don't have your ID." But I was like, "I have some like booze in my car," and we like took like a couple of shots, and then he like started kissing, and I was like, he goes, "Oh, Mithra is not gonna like this," and I was like, "Who the fuck is Mithra?" He goes, "She's a goddess, and she's in love with me." And I was like, "Are you homeless?" And he goes, "Yeah." It's like, "You can have the bottle of tequila. It's
I
fine."
like his
That's
honesty.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
like his honesty.
you're like in too deep, and then he says something where you're just like, "Where have I heard that before?"
He was telling
Was
me
it
he was
like-
from
was it like in the-
Minnesota.
like
he
he
was
was
talking
kissing
about his
on you?
family.
And it's like the mother midriff is not gonna.
No, he
like
started
this.
kissing me, and then he pulled away a little bit. He's like, "Mithra's not going to be happy about this," or something. I was like,
That's
"You have a girlfriend?"
crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's
yeah,
fucked
yeah,
up.
He's like, "Wait till you find out." Not the girlfriend.
No, it's a goddess.
She's a
whole
goddess.
goddess, yeah.
You're so rude.
But you
Don't
believe in
cheat
witch
on her.
stuff.
That's fucked up.
But you believe in witch stuff,
No, she's a Grecian goddess.
so you don't believe in his witch stuff.
No, we have like
It's like the Christians. And
we
the
have
Jews.
Africa.
Okay.
We have okay. So my family. It's too long of a story to ever tell, but like my family is involved in like African stuff, and it's so weird because my aunt that brought us into it used to be a Satanist, like a satanic witch, and then she got cancer, and then like the
Wrong
Yoruba
side.
people found her, and they got rid of her cancer, and it's the whole thing, right? I had painted my aunt with a white outfit holding a chicken and a black candle just as a gag. And then years later, that's what she ended up like being. And so now I have like these altars in like our apartment. One is to Elegua, which is like you initiate through him, and he's like a child, and it's like an African spirit, and it all has to do with like your dead relatives and stuff. And then another one to
You have to
Oshun,
like click to communicate with them.
and yeah,
That's what we call a callback.
hey! No, but it's so ironic because it's Nigerian, and like all of the like living together and like getting the apartment and everything. Like Matthew did all the lead work. It was his idea and everything. And then after we moved in together, right before I was like, by the way, like my family does this shit and I have to do this shit. Otherwise I can't live with you. And he was like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, cool." And then he goes, "Yeah, we did a DNA test. I'm 25% Nigerian." And I was like, "You're fucking kidding me. Like, this is all
Spooky.
like tied back to like your bloodline.
Yeah.
Like, this is literally your shit." And like my family just happens to be,
which is
involved
pretty
in
sick
it.
because I accidentally ate one of Oshun's bananas.
He did.
I ate one of Oshun.
What does that mean? Like, what
So there's like offerings to them. So Alegua has like 3 pieces of fruit and like toasted corn and stuff. And then Oshun, her number is 5. So I get her like 5 bananas or 5 oranges. And he ate one of the bananas.
Just like a week goes by and he sees
a
it getting
banana for my
browner.
milkshake.
He's just like,
I know.
One more day and that's gonna have to make.
It was funny because I asked my aunt about it and she was like, "No, he was meant to do that, like, because that's like I think you're a child of like Oshun.
Wow.
I think I'm kind of like not really a part of it because my aunt told me this once. She goes, Catholicism runs in our veins in our history with our dead, so that's what we are. But we're also doing this. I think with you, it's the opposite. Like, you're literally like Nigerian. This runs in your blood. And I think like they kind of found you through me.
Wow.
So now I get the bananas.
Now he can have the bananas.
Now she just gets.
No,
that's one.
I mean, that's funny because we used to have a roommate. Her friend was Mexican and she like would do some stuff like that. And she made like a shrine once for, I think it was some like celebration or holiday or something.
Oh, that's probably Day of the Dead.
Maybe it was, but then it was like almost Christmas and it was like still on our front table.
Yeah.
And I was just like, when is it okay to like
Eat your
manipulate the
snacks.
shrine? Like there's these sugar skulls and I don't know. It was like it was sweet at first, but then it was just like, how long do we have to leave this up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
No, we have a bowl full of corn nuts and papayas.
Some guavas and like
yeah.
sometimes
and then a bowl of
apples.
Skittles that I had to move to make sure that
How long do you
Yeah.
just how long do you leave it there for?
Every Monday
yeah.
I change it. Monday for Alegua,
Do you,
Friday
have
for
to,
And
Oshun.
we get
dispose
two.
of it and
You
replace
get
it,
2 of the
or-
candles from HEB. The
There's a Yoruba candle
Yeah.
that has all of them. And then
HEB's got it all.
no, because we use as not Africans, we use the facade of Catholicism. So we have like Catholic saints in place of what would be these like kind of stone looking things with shell eyes and mouths. I'm not allowed to do that, but so I have like the Catholic depictions of it, which is what slaves used to have to put as like to hide them, so that whenever Spanish people walked in, they would just see like, oh, they're praying to the Virgin Mary, but it's actually like Oshun.
Mm.
Wow, that's really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
I always love. I mean, I'm super white, so like we don't really have super witchy stuff in like our culture. But I think if you look at like farming and agriculture, like there's always some sort of like spirit or soul behind people's routines and ways of life. So I'm always fascinated with traditions like that, because I know there's people that don't believe in that stuff, but I think that kind of almost anything you do has like energy behind it.
Yeah.
And so
totally.
it's just like anything that you can like feel and believe to that degree, I think has like a force,
Oh, dude,
So, like-
absolutely.
like if you're really into that sort of thing and like shrines and things like that, it's like even if I don't really know much about it, I'm like I can almost like feel the like
Yeah.
power that it holds from people putting their faith into it. Like
Well-
it's almost like that's what faith is itself.
I think it's interesting because like Matthew was kind of like not feeling Austin for a while, like, or just things were like kind of tough. And I think like after having this like space, I'm like, to me, I'm like, your fucking dead ancestors are like taking care of you right now, is what I think is going on. But also I can also see him looking at me being like, you're fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. I mean, but to me, it's like when people are like, Christian or like religion is dumb, like you really believe that, and it's like, even if you take religion out of it, it's like this all is kind of magic. Like the fact that existing is even a thing is like pretty magical, and like science and math and biology and all that shit. It's like they're like, I don't believe in fucking magic, and then it's like when you find out the equations of how things work, you know, it's like that
Well,
shit's
it's
fucking
just their
magic.
version
Like
of magic. I would
like
argue.
these speakers and like sound itself is magic. Like
Well,
it's, you know, like,
I would argue that well, this is my opinion. I would argue that atheists are the same as like Christians. They just kind of relate to, in my
like their
opinion,
religion is like science.
There
but they
is,
don't
so it's
see it as,
less
like,
of a. It's just we just do the thing that makes us on the inside go. This makes me feel comfortable with dying. We're all going to die.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is inevitable. I objectively would argue that I think Christianity is a coping mechanism for dying. If I live this life properly, I get to live an external one in a magical place because I did all the right things. In my opinion, the bad part of that is that there now becomes this sense of right and wrong, and it takes nuance out of it. It now becomes your philosophical standpoint. And even so, there are many Christians. How many Christians have you met that are like, oh no, but gay people are okay?
Yeah, it's like slowly
Well, then it's
becoming
already-
more accepted. But
Well, then it's already faulty.
yeah,
So
anytime you have like rules that could be broken, it's like makes it tricky.
in my
No.
opinion, I think I label as agnostic, but I also I turned 32. I kind of went through a midlife crisis when I moved here. That's just meant when I was like kind of going through a time. I was going through a breakup that like fucked me up in ways that I didn't even understand. But I got more into, when you're super sad, you start with nihilism. We're all going to die. None of this matters. That one sucks.
It's like
if you're a
stages of grief.
if you're a nihilist, you're a cuck. Like what a cop out.
I
Externalism.
don't mind nihilists. I don't think they're cucks. But anyway.
Well, yeah, the cucks. They're cucks. Oh, we're all gonna die. Nothing matters. Then kill yourself.
So I want you
Then-
to, I want you to fuck my girlfriend.
Yeah, nothing matters and go the fuck away. There's externalism, which goes like, all right, we're all gonna die. None of this matters. So it's our responsibility to make this matter, which can work for a lot of people. I understand that. To me, it feels like it puts a responsibility on it. Of like, now I have to. So when people see their life not going how they want, then they start to have breakdowns, right?
Yeah. When I would even argue like the inverse of if you're like atheist, it's like kind of the same thing. Whereas you're like, there is no afterlife, so it's all right now. So I'm
That
just
it's
gonna, you
like
know,
I get to live this life.
Like if I follow the rules of this, then I'll maximize
Mm-hmm.
efficiency. Versus like if you're atheist, you're like, if I follow the rules of like not giving a fuck because none of it matters,
So
then
yes.
I'll maximize efficiency.
So I think I want to take religion kind of out of it. We are putting a big hold on something that we cannot see, and that's why I go absurdism. It is you going, hey, we're all gonna die. It doesn't mean none of this matters. It means none of this was supposed to give you meaning in the first place. So there's if syphilis was happy, Sisyphus, if Sisyphus was happy, Sisyphus, he just pushed the boulder up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's just happy pushing the boulder up the hill?
Yeah, like I think that's the point, is just to experience things. And you know, like free will and the freedom of making choices is what's so special about reality.
With that comes the understanding of, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying my best. I look at you, I look at her, and I go, none of us know what the fuck we're doing. We are all just winging it.
I'm not.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay. we are in a semblance of things matter because they matter to us, not because they matter. When somebody dies, when you're watching the news and somebody dies, do you cry?
I mean, not on like the news.
Do
but
they-
I don't
I
agree
feel
with
like
you,
on
but
that.
it's my
There's
subjective
been people
opinion.
I've never met, like celebrities that died, that it was like, oh, this is
But-
actually really sad. You know?
Because we make him matter.
Well,
He
I think
touched
it's
you in a
like-
way that now mattered to
That's
you.
relativity. That's
Huh?
Yeah, like I
because
think
it becomes relative.
Yes.
To, yeah.
But and I'm not saying that as a bad thing. You can't cry over every single person. That's impossible. So my thought process is, I don't know what's going to happen after we die.
Yeah.
Neither do you. None of us
Right.
know.
Right. We're all just guessing.
I feel like I do.
We take a sense of.
I mean, that's what I
religion
think
out
it is
of it.
about, is like constantly learning and shaping a better understanding. And like none of us, it's like if you throw a ball at a ceiling, you could always get closer to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
But at a certain point, you're like, I'm pretty close to the ceiling. The ball can't break through the ceiling to know what's on the other side.
Mhm.
But like it's all about just like learning more and growing more and like
The way
know,
Well, then there's like quantum
fostering
mechanics.
life itself, you know.
the point of life was not to find a purpose. Everybody's and this is just, I get to have this opinion because I get to be the jester.
Yeah, that's your
That's
opinion.
pretty nihilistic,
But-
though.
It's not.
No, I'm
It's
just kidding.
not. It is not. It is me going, okay, when I tell a joke, it would be insane for somebody to look at me and go, hey, you said that one thing that misdirected me here that made me think you were going to say this, but then you said that. So then when you did this, it completely caught me off guard. That was really good. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I think that's
Would that
like
not
part
There's
of it.
people
insane?
that do that.
That's insane.
Yeah, but it's. I mean,
That's-
but it exists.
It's that's fair, but I would say a majority of the time, people are just supposed to laugh at the joke. You're just
But I
supposed
think-
See, I don't like
you're
that. What
just
you're
supposed
supposed
live.
to do.
It's
I
not
don't
like
that.
it. If I do the joke right, it's just visceral.
Yeah.
Ha!
But sometimes I feel like part of the art is like you almost think they're going away and then they take it away where you're like, it makes it what makes it funny.
Well,
It's
we're
like
the-
because
we're
you're
the-
like,
we're the
oh, I
conductors.
didn't
Whether-
expect that. You know,
That's fine. The point is like if I'm going to relate it to the both,
like the prestige of it. You know.
when I tell the joke, you're just supposed to laugh. You're not supposed to break down the joke and then laugh.
Well, it's like Patrice O'Neill. He thinks a good joke is like half the people are laughing and the other half are being like, I can't, like that's fucked
Mhm.
up, you know? And so it's like, I think that you're supposed to feel, you know what I mean? Like whether you laugh or not, I like jokes that it's like, it evokes a reaction out of you.
That's fine.
What's your
And either
favorite
way-
joke,
My favorite joke ever?
or just one of your favorites?
Well, I guess like the one that I remember when I saw when I was a kid, Louis C.K., it's like when he was talking about being broke and he was like, you ever been so broke where you the bank charges you money for not having enough
Oh
money?
yeah.
And like he goes down this whole thing
Uh-huh.
where he's like, I if it's free, I can't afford it, you know, because like he's negative.
It's
And
so
it's like
awesome.
I was just like a kid and I'm like, that's so funny, you know. And it's like I think about that joke all the time, you know, because it's
It's a
just
good
like
one. What about you?
It's Maria Bamford talks about like how she's been on TV and stuff, and then she goes back to her hometown of Little Lake Pequot, Minnesota, and she runs into her arch enemy from high school at the Target, Christy Coombs, and Christy's just like, so I saw you on TV or whatever. It's like in high school, like you're not funny, you're just weird. She's like, well, comedy is subjective, so it's like, yeah, so are you gay? Because you hear a lot of female comedians are gay. She's like, no, I'm not gay, but not that there would be anything wrong with that. Because that's good. Because remember, like in Christian Bible camp, when we all went skinny dipping, it's like you didn't take your shirt off. So like she's got nothing to show anyways. And then you finally took your shirt off and we all gave you titty twisters so hard. And I just thought, oh my God, if Shira Lesbo, she'd have been all turned on by that. And then I just kind of grossed out. Press debit. That's like my favorite fucking joke of all time. I love Maria Bamford.
Do you guys want to read some of these jokes on these note cards?
Yeah.
Sure. Can I give a shout out to David Spade real quick? Because I think
Yeah.
he's a fucking legend. That's my favorite joke.
Thank you.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has one about Brad Pitt that's a killer. If you've
What
ever
is
seen
it?
Take That. He talks about, because Brad Pitt went to his school, like 1 year in elementary school. He goes, 1 year, Brad Pitt went to my school. And you could tell even back then he was going to be a little lady killer. Because my grandma, she looked at the yearbook. And she's like, Davy, you must be the most handsomest boy in the... Oh my God, I would fuck that kid. I would fuck that kid. Who's that kid? Who's that kid? That's... Oh my God, Grandma would get in there. That's teach him. Teach him some
That's
tricks. You
David
know this
Spade
kid? You fucking know this kid? That's...
Here, this is kind of here. You read this one. It's kind of topical.
One of my sisters thinks you're hot.
What?
Garrett.
Oh, you are hot as shit, dude. Hell
You
yeah.
are.
Read the joke.
Look at you. It's always weird looking at photos of myself as a child. I know it's me, but all I can think about is how I could kick his little ass. I do actually think that. I could, like, I do jujitsu. I could fuck him up. I could fuck
Right?
him
Like
up.
I know it's me, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm not talking. I'm like I want to kick my own ass, but you're
No,
just like,
but
"Whoa, fucking punk."
yeah. No. Here's the thing. I like if we're talking 15-year-old me, fuck that kid. 16-year-old me, kind of fuck that kid. 17-year-old me, he's doing better. He's doing better.
Here.
Wait, did I get a joke?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this one. Here, will you hand this to her? No, he already read that one.
No, I'm just looking at it. Sorry, will you hand me Okay. I like to sleep in the car when my girlfriend drives because I heard your body is more relaxed and safer in a crash. What?
Let me see it.
I like to sleep in a car when my girlfriend drives because I heard that your body is more relaxed and safer after in a crash.
Oh shit, dog! Whoa, whoa!
That's so funny.
God,
I didn't
so
know your
dumb
girlfriend
there.
was
That took me
Asian.
a
That's
whole
crazy.
second. Wow, that was fuck. The iron lung. The iron lung is a life-saving medical device that performs miracles for anyone who doesn't mind spending the rest of their life as a fucking head sticking out of a giant metal tube. Kind of like Futurama. Like, yeah, like a Futurama head. Like a Futurama head.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Richard Nixon made a Futurama head look pretty sick when he was like just biting on everybody like a little pit bull. It was pretty sick.
Okay. Let me see.
No, man. I have long arms. God gave me long arms. I got
You do have
We're in
long arms. They're nice. Oh, how should I read this? Do you guys have like, a request?
in your voice?
Just naturally, I
Yeah.
guess.
It's not
Just
fun.
say it like it's on X videos.
Okay, that's a good one.
Don't do that. I was kidding.
It
Don't do
really is hard
that.
nowadays for the modern woman. You have to work 40 hours a week and do the dishes
It's true.
in your neighborhood. That's fun. Misogyny.
That's fun. That was
You do it in your sexy voice.
no. If white people can say the N-word,
Can't.
oh, okay. If white people can't say the N-word, then black people shouldn't be allowed to say pedophile.
Oh.
I'm sure they won't, though. A lot to be able to call each other that.
I'm sure they went through.
I'm sure they went through a lot to be able to call each other that. Oh, dude, I fucked that up so
Baby, that is
immensely.
the sexiest dyslexia
Holy
I have
shit,
ever
that is
seen.
that is real dyslexia right there. If white people can't say the N-word, then black people shouldn't be allowed to say pedophile. I'm sure they won't, though. I'm sure they went through a lot to be able to call each other that.
I
That
was
just
just
really
copying
proved how
these down,
dyslexic
and
you
I
are.
have chicken scratch.
Yeah. No. That's Philadelphia School District.
I want to do one.
That's books from the 50s.
Let's see. All right. I was excited for IKEA's new self-assembly furniture until I opened the box, and it was just a small Asian child. That's funny because they make the
Self-assembly.
they
Yeah,
make
yeah, yeah.
the stuff.
Does it come with the net in case they try to jump out and kill themselves?
Oh,
It does
that's
come
In
with
a-
a
case you
return
live in an
label,
apartment
though.
complex, it's an
Yeah.
apartment like you have to specify on the shipping.
yeah.
There's
Like
a
in
footnote.
special instructions, apartment on 25th floor need net.
It says for all returns, please just tape the box back up and send us back.
Oh, that's fun.
Here, read this one.
Okay.
I got a couple more.
It's crazy that in society, men are judged by the amount of blood that fits into their penis when aroused, and women are judged by every single thing.
What?
Very anti-misogynistic.
That was anti-misogynistic as fuck.
Oh.
That fits my. I look like I do
For
a lot
balance,
of
you
liberal
know?
humor. I look like I tell a lot of liberal jokes. You know, I have a dangly earring.
Shout out to women.
So,
man. Shout out to women.
I can,
Shout out to women.
I tell him he's woke.
Shout out. She does call me woke. It's because
I
she's
like your
like.
woke.
It's because I won't say the N-word.
That's very silly. It's so funny because like we'll be like driving and then like somebody will cut him off. It's like a dorky like white dude with a mustache and glasses,
Still okay.
and he'll be like faggot, and then
What the
I'll go,
fuck?
I'll go yeah, and then I'll say the N-word and he goes no.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
one fits, one doesn't. That's
But it's funny to call a dorky white guy with a mustache a N-word.
okay, say it now.
Okay.
I should just bleep whatever word she says next, so it
Yeah.
sounds.
That's I was really hoping. I was hoping she'd say
I-
fucking Nicaragua.
When I used to bartend, I liked
it really
playing
close.
with the bar tools, like like I'd get like the shaker and I'd be like, hey, we don't take kindly to y'all around here, jigger. Because the jigger's the thing you measure with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I say that word to people,
His
they're like,
eyes
"What'd you
got
just
so
say?"
big.
I was like, Jesus
He's like,
Christ.
what is a jigger? Is that like a Jewish one? Like,
I was actually really like, wow, they're kind of updating them. It's kind of impressive. Like, if every race kind of gets their own, do you think it becomes less of a big deal? What if that's how we beat the N-word? We just come up with a version of it for everybody.
I used to think Blasian just meant like somebody who's a stoner. I really did too. I'm
That's
not very
so
smart.
funny.
Dude, that's what lost Tiger Woods all his black fans.
No, it's
He was like, I'm Coblin-Asian on Oprah, and everybody's like,
it's
fuck
beef
no,
and
dog.
broccoli with hot sauce. Something totally
Mild
different.
sauce.
I'm fully supportive of gender-neutral bathrooms. My only question is, do I still have to put the seat down?
Oh, means you still got your penis.
Yeah. I think sometimes I saw like a trans man, and he had like top surgery, and I was kind of disappointed in him. I was like, hey, you're fat and trans. Tits are a part of it. Like, you
He
need to
only
leave the
needed bottom.
tits.
Yeah. You better lose weight if you're gonna get titties.
And it's also crazy that you still have back tits when you got rid of the front ones. Like, that's interesting.
I'll read one. I got irrationally mad at the pet store the other day when I saw the dishes labeled food and water. I don't need a little porcelain bowl telling me what to do. Furthermore, my cat can't even read.
Oh, nice.
Who writes
The
these?
cat's just lapping up water, thinking it's
Did you get
food.
like fans
what?
to like submit this?
Somebody writes them.
That's
I
fine.
don't know. And it's not me, but
I don't
That's
it's
funny.
ChatGPT actually.
ChatGPT,
Dude.
nice.
believe it. I believe it. Here's the thing, like there are certain moments where like AI will fuck up, and I'm like, oh, we're still pretty solid for a little bit. Like every time Spotify DJ like picks a playlist and it's like, I know your vibe, and then puts on some dog shit song, I'm like, you don't know my vibe.
No, I saw a video today where it was like AI at a fast food, and the guy was like 10 million cheeseburgers, and it's like, okay, anything else, and like it was breaking it. And
Actually, AI at McDonald's is pretty sick.
well, people were like, keep the fight going,
Oh, that's awesome.
That's fair.
Like, don't let them integrate,
Get that damn robot.
It's the new form of racism, hating on AI. It's
Oh.
like, we don't
It's
like
one we
their
can all get
kind,
behind.
It's one we can all get
They're
behind.
coming to take our civilization.
We
you
don't
know?
like that A1
Yeah.
shit.
Was there racism in Terminator?
Probably some
That's right,
undertones.
they're
Yeah, I
right.
was like, it was. They were going through an apocalypse. They're fighting the machines. You can't worry about what color the person is next to you.
Terminator's a great film.
Dude, that's why Arnold Schwarzenegger is a motherfucking.
Hey, you
Legend.
said it.
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger the special word?
You said
I'm
it
sorry.
again.
It's like
America, you heard it here
Have
first.
you ever heard the Bo Burnham bit where he's
Oh.
like, I'm gonna call out some words. You guys say that, and he's like peanut butter in, and they're like jelly, and he gets it, and he goes salt and vit, and they all say it, and he's like see, and it's just like
Joe
one of the
Coy
most
has
clever
one
things
too.
I've ever heard.
Joe Coy has one where he said like his like sister-in-law or something, or like his sister was dating like a black guy or married to a black guy, and then his uncle was looking for the vinegar, and he's like, where is it, the big nigger? Vinegar, to be clear.
Joe Coy, is that,
Yeah,
that's
Joe
what it
Coy
was?
has that one.
That's funny.
So anyway, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
I feel like I'm down to wrap it up. I just wanted to thank you guys for coming on. I had a great fucking time. You guys are both super funny. Do you want to? Is there any like upcoming shows or anything you guys want to plug or?
We have one in
What you up
Tyler,
to?
Texas.
Yeah, Tyler, Texas. Shout out to Tony and Ed. They run a great fucking show out there. So if you're in Tyler, be on that show, and then Ed has a black show that I get to hop on because I'm a quarter.
When are they?
He's a quadroon.
Shout out Granddad.
Shout out, out, Granddad being black before it was cool.
We have THC. We have THC coming up too.
THC this Wednesday. It's a really cool mic at
Y'all are gonna
THC
be in
High
Colorado in the fall.
Colorado
too.
in
In the fall, we're in
October, and then
Colorado.
I'm going to be doing probably 25-30 minute set. I'm going to be in Champagne. I'm gonna find a venue for that.
Dude, shout out Champagne.
And
for sure.
yeah, no, it's a cool spot. I also like want opportunities to be able to do like really long sets. Like I'm like, oh, I want to do the thing.
Yeah, space to breathe.
Yeah, really. So.
Do you believe in aliens?
Okay, as we're about to wrap up.
It can be yes or no.
I mean, that's my whole kind of thing is like, I have
Ooh.
my beliefs of like, it's not more beliefs. It's more like, I think anything is possible. And so lately I've been thinking about how Earth might be the reality, you know? And so like space itself, it's like, I feel like your science-oriented mind goes like, oh, it's this vast thing, and there's probably for sure other civilizations, but it's like maybe like the focus of life is on Earth, you know? Because like we're all just guessing about how big the universe is and shit.
There is a new theory out there. We're just in a black hole, that every black hole
Yeah,
has
right?
a universe inside it.
Because I kind of think that like the time aspect of reality is what makes it move forward, and so if you like the multiverse theory is almost like if all time was happening at once.
It is happening.
Like
at
like
once,
if the
yeah.
beginning, the end, and the middle.
there's
were
another
all
version
right
of you
now.
that's fucking killing it right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like this
I'm
constant,
that
just
version.
like
Yeah.
this is the one.
I'm not. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, there's a version of myself that's for sure like homeless and dead. Like, and then there's one that's like killing it, and then there's me.
Then there's one that's killing homeless people out
There's
there.
one that's killing homeless
That's
people
true.
because we
Patrick
have to eat all
Bateman.
spectrum.
And another one giving money to people that aren't homeless.
Homeless.
Just
Actually, that's
homeless.
this one.
you're on the street with a dog and a Tupperware. Here's some $5.
Well, I love you guys a lot. I really appreciate it again. And,
Thank you, man. No,
Thank
thanks
you.
everybody for listening. These two are funny
This
as fuck.
man makes
Check them
a
out.
stupendous chicken parm.
Oh yeah, those.
I can cook. I'm Mexican, Italian, Asian. Fucking